Real quick question. Do you believe that if Quant is not in the top 3 alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum, then it is still undervalued? Because believe it or not, this project is actually the first to address the compatibility issues of interoperability by developing the first ever blockchain operating system. Not also to mention that Quant is closely tied with ISO cryptos, and this market value is expected to grow from $10.32 billion to $34 billion in the next 7 to 8 years. It will play a significant role in the connectivity of all ISO 20022 crypto initiatives. Now, there's been a lot of buzz surrounding Quant over the past 24 hours, a 23% increase in value at one point because Gilbert Verdian, the founder of Quant, announced that Quant has been collaborating with the Bank of International Settlements and the Bank of England on Project Rosalind, a project designing and implementing a CBDC API and platform and testing use cases of CBDCs with financial services participants. It goes without saying that this is massive news, especially the collaboration with the Bank of England. Mr. Verdian has gone on to say that he believes that the UK has been at the forefront of blockchain since 2008, which is when he introduced the Satoshi paper to his colleagues at the HM Treasury when it was released. Now here I have an interview with the executive director at the Bank of England, Tom Musson, saying we wouldn't offer a digital pound unless it had the very high standards of privacy.
A digital pound will only work if people have trust and confidence in it. And trust and confidence will only come if they feel that their privacy is respected, that their data is protected. So there is no incentive, there's no reason for us to offer a digital pound, were we to do one, unless it had the very highest standards of privacy. One thing I will say is there is a tendency for privacy and anonymity to become used just interchangeably, and they're not. And we've made a deliberate policy choice not to go for something which is anonymous. Now we'll think about how the consultation plays out, we'll listen to the responses, but we are in a situation where we have very high levels of financial fraud, particularly APP fraud. We have financial crime. We also have issues like losing your cash. That's a problem as well. So we think that there is a positive case for having some level of identity, but we want to hear the public's views about this because, as I said, we've formed a sort of a positive case for thinking that it's important that it's private but not anonymous, but we'll be interested in people's views on that.
Gilbert Verdian believes that the UK is the natural location to drive digital asset growth globally with the right regulation, financial services leadership and resources to power the global ecosystem, which integrates digital assets and tokenized money into the financial system. And in all honesty, with the lack of financial leadership and regulatory clarity coming from within the US right now, I couldn't agree with him more. Gilbert Verdian also believes that CBDCs are coming. Money is in its current form outdated. It is no longer able to keep up with the way we as a society operate so digitally.
Money is in its current form outdated. It's no longer able to keep up with the way we as a society operate so digitally, and we're very complex in terms of transacting between different parties. Even just doing your grocery shopping is a complicated thing today. But the evolution of money into a CBDC means it's programmable, and a lot of the risk, a lot of the uncertainty, and a lot of kind of the manual barriers and the friction that we have today with a binary money system will go away, because you can automate that with the technology underpinning blockchain, such as smart contracts.
Gilbert Verdian is one of the best leaders in this space. He has a background of over 20 years in cybersecurity, and he is also the founder of the blockchain ISO standard TC307. And it's his leadership that leads me to believe why Quant was chosen to provide the technology. It's because of the history of innovation, expertise in financial services, and deep experience in payments. Now, the most bullish news about this announced collaboration is the participants included involve massive corporations like Amazon, Bank of Canada, Barclays, MasterCard, and also to mention that there were also advisor groups from Visa, R3, Stripe, and Google. And Gilbert Verdian says, it is great to see the industry finally maturing to recognise the need for interoperability. So I ask the question again, do you believe that Quant is undervalued? Well, that is for you to decide. Make sure you do your own research before making any investments, as I'm not a financial advisor. But something to take away with you. Quant's total supply is at 14 million tokens, and 81% of it is in circulation. That is a hell of a lot, and a very, very good sign. Furthermore, Quant's all-time high is around $400. And if Quant was to reach as high as $1,000, that would only be a $15 billion market cap. Now, I see that as a possibility, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like, share and subscribe. But remember, it's just a coin. And I'll see you in the next video.